Hi, Yogi Edgies, everybody. Thank you for watching the replay. Hi again. Thank you for rejoining, and thank you if you had shared previous broadcasts, if you shared this one. Oops, wrong direction. Periscope froze on me and closed, so I think I know where it stopped, though. Okay. So just to recap, in case you're just coming in to here, or for anyone who is watching the replay, there is a part one that I just got kicked out of, and we were talking about the quote of the day, which was talking about how everyone has the desire. I know, I'm sorry. Everyone has the desire to want to be appreciated. And we were talking about using the idea of the Five Love Languages book as ways just to show appreciation towards others and to see how we feel appreciated, because I think it may help us show appreciation to those who are important to us in a different way if you notice that the way that you're trying already is not doing anything. So, yeah, number 3. Okay, so number 1 and number 2 were acts of service and words of affirmation. Number 3, it is crazy. Number 3, let's do affection. So like physically, like hugs, kisses, like types of touch. So this is actually funny because I'm connected with all of you through this crazy little screen. And do you want to guess what number 1 of mine is? For people showing me appreciation or love? This. So, ew. Yeah, it's kind of funny. I don't know how I do it. It's weird because I think that I may have a different sense of how I accept appreciation from like friends than I do like people that are very close in my little bubble. I have a very specific line that I do keep people at. Like it's pretty clear. Like I guess my mom says it's really obvious. I just didn't know it. But so like my boyfriend or my very close friends, I like to hug. And it's kind of funny because my boyfriend literally hates physical affection. Like, it's just, like, that's girly and that's not something that I do. And it's so important to me that over the past 5 years, I have somehow managed to get it to where every time I leave, he's like, okay, let me give you a hug. Because he knows that I'm just gonna, like, wither and die without it. And I'm actually growing, like I was telling you earlier, as I really go through this like yoga like process. All of these are becoming less and less important to me. Just no touching feet. But they still do have a hierarchy for me, and like physical affection will be the last one that I will just like not care for anymore. It's actually getting less and less. I can feel it. Modality of representing his world. So yeah, it's so funny because I just love hugs. I could cuddle all day, but that's why I have my cats. So I realized tonight whenever I took my cats in here for a short little bit of time and they were like on top of me, I was like, yeah, these are definitely my cats. Like, I trained them well. They just cannot be, like, anywhere but, like, right here. Which is why I don't keep them in here, because I would go nuts with how much affection that they crave. Especially the one that I had as a kitten. It was like, everywhere he went, I had him on my shoulder. So he literally doesn't want to be anywhere if I'm around unless he's, like, on my shoulder. And he thinks he's still this big, and now he's, like, this big. So he's, like, shoulder and belly cat. So who all in here like loves a good hug, or like feels like if you have somebody like touch your hand or something, it just can like totally calm you without any words or even like a look? You can like do like some hand emojis, you know, getting some there's even like, wasn't there a hug emoji? Like I feel like I can't find the hug emoji. You love affection? Well, I'm sending you a big hug, Evelyn. And you're not that big, but this is my internet hug. You have to let that cat in there. He needs you. I know, he goes crazy. He like is really loud in my mom's house. He like cries if he knows that I'm in there and I don't see him. Yeah. My son lives with autism and I let my beard grow so he can get input when he touches my face. That's so cool. I love that. That is so... you're like the man. Cuddly and smoochy. Yes, she is. Yeah, my cat talks too. He's like so loud. I actually was hoping to have them in here tonight whenever I was giving my talk, but I had to go to the store in between and I had to take them back to their room. So... we don't have actually maybe as many huggers in this scope, which is probably makes sense because you probably would be talking to people face to face if you were more that person and like hugging them and stuff. So that's why I know that I actually might not get appreciation from those of you who are my friends, but it's whenever she wants. Thank you, Tim. Hugs to you too. Dude, Tim, that was so awesome. Like, Tai Chi. Oh, I think I butchered it the other day. I love it. It's so cool. So I don't know what mine is for people on Periscope. I think I do, and it's coming up next. I think I do. Because I have actually a tied top way of, like, feeling appreciated and loved. Okay. So, what are we doing right now? Test question. People are visual, auditory, or kinesthetic. That makes sense. And I'm very much like a hands-on person, so that makes sense. And I'm then visual after that. I'm less auditory. Yeah. Hugs all around on Tim. Hugs on the house. So we are spending quality time together. That's another one. And if all of you are as addicted to Periscope as I am, I bet you that might be one of the ways that you like understand appreciation and that you may try to share your appreciation for people. Am I right? Or like, am I totally wrong? I love your input on that. And that is my tied number one. Hugs. We're on to time, Arlen. A little bit late. Everybody else gave me a hug. You just held out because I kicked you to the curb too many times. A few. Yeah. So, so quality time is like literally just like spending time with people. Yeah, oh yeah, Jules, I that's who I was telling you about. Cool. Jules does Tai Chi too, Tim. You should do like a scope together, Tai Chiing it out. So we're spending quality time together. We talk, we chat, we like share experiences. Literally, like, it could just be like sitting next to a person and just like watching the grass grow. And that could be considered like in a way to show appreciation, but we probably don't do the exact same kind. I think you're meaning Tai Chi, not spending quality time together. So if you notice like maybe somebody that didn't really give a crap, if you told them something nice and then you went to give them a hug and they were like, oh, get away from me. Tai Chi is violent for me. Really? Tim's Tai Chi looked like a peaceful pigeon in the forest looking for seed. That would be my interpretation. I have no idea what it's actually supposed to be like, but it was really like very peaceful, Arlen. I don't know what kind Jules does. Maybe hers is the violent kind. I was doing Tai Chi in line at the supermarket. My mom does line dance in line at the supermarket. I was going to say I'm not going to tell you what I do in line at the supermarket, but now I have to. I drive my kids to 2 different schools, which people think is a lot, 1 hour, but I view it as quality time. Yeah, I'm so non-violent. I know you aren't violent, so that's why I was joking. What do I do in line at the supermarket? I wiggle my butt because I learned how to do the thing called the moneymaker whenever I did all the dance stuff, and so it's like when you shake your legs like in 2 different ways and your butt jiggles, their focused energy is extremely powerful. That I believe. So I guess, yeah, so it's like he's so calm doing his Tai Chi that at any second he could just break your neck. Move side to side in one place, if that makes sense. Yes, except for instead of like this, it's like this. It's harder. It helps me not do the weird hip thing that I might have shared with y'all, that I shift my hips too much, so it helps me stand upright. That's why I do it. At supermarket, good floor for Tai Chi. Okay, so repulse the monkey. What? I don't know what that means. All right, so quality time, it sounds like a few of you, or if not all of you, probably appreciate that. And that's why I'm here talking to you, right? Like, I appreciate that you take your time out of your day, an obnoxious amount of it, to talk with me, to give me ideas, to like hang out, and really try to like grow together. I can tell, Evelyn, I know that. I totally feel that. Similar to embrace the tiger. Dang it, I don't know what the heck you're talking about. That's fine, that's fine. Spend time, quality time, talking about Tai Chi. I love it. And then what's the last one? So the last one, Jules kind of was starting to get at earlier whenever I told you not yet. I will show you tomorrow a big hug. Yes. The last one is gifts. So some people may feel appreciated if you get a gift. Who likes a gift? Don't mess with the tiger. No. Who likes a gift? Hands, hands, thumbs up, hearts. Invite anyone if they like gifts, because this is probably perfect that I left this for last. Gift is okay. I'd rather the table clean. Pizza. That's pretty good gift. I'm still pretty hooked on pizza. Now I want pizza, Tim. Dang it. Nah, no gifts. I do sometimes, LOL, but I don't like to expect them only because I want to feel appreciated. I like surprise gifts more than a gift, too. Yeah, well, I feel like a gift is supposed to be a surprise. Jared gets me a period present. What? Can you please explain this? Because I've never heard of a period present before, and I may subscribe to that idea. Yeah, what? For your period? That's crazy. That's awesome. I want a period present. You know what? I gotta say, actually, sometimes the only presents that I do receive from my boyfriend are because I'm like about to start my period, and chocolate right there. Evelyn and I, sisters from a different mother, I get some chocolate every once in a while, like shoved at me, like, please just eat this because you are being a biatch. Yes, a lot of months. And like, so wasabi peas, green, I haven't had that, but that actually probably would be pretty good. Although I like sweets more than spicy, but that's probably something I would give my boyfriend. And okay, so here's a funny thing, is that gifts are probably like in the middle for me. They're kind of like, I love gifts, but they have to be like meaningful. I give enough, not doing it for period. Imagine the surprise, though, on your wife's face if you gave her one for the next period, like, here's your period surprise, and she'd be like, what's going on? Meaningful is very important. Yeah, so, like, I could care less if a gift is, like, something that I wanted and like told somebody and then they just went and got it for me. Like, because I think that's too much like an act of service. He made it up. He's just really nice. I'm telling you, Jules, like, I feel like we get along because I feel like my personality is very much like Jared's. So I find that actually very often. Many of the friends that I have, their other significant others are very much like my type of personality, very like caring and emotional. Not that you're not caring or emotional. That did not come out right. So, but like, if you give me like a very purposeful gift and like with a lot of thought, then it may be just as good as a hug. However, I'm probably not going to be able to accept the gift without what? Giving you a big freaking hug and like kissing you if I am at that close to you. I'm about to roast marshmallows. Oh, I wanted some marshmallows the other day. Rocks? You want rocks? Well, you stay tuned, Tim, because I have something close to rocks that I might be able to give you. Yes, your gift, Evelyn. That was so meaningful, and that was really important to me, and I couldn't give you a hug. Yum. On your phone? Oh, that's what you meant. Arlen, your phone needs like, it needs some like, meditation. It needs to calm down. This is a gift that Evelyn gave me. It's a bracelet with crystals from Will to Wow. You gave your 2-year-old rocks for Christmas. Was he excited? Because you know, like, I'll tell you a story. This is the last one, and then we get to the, you know, really big celebrating of the 100th scope. I once got my wife an ironing board cover as a gag gift for Christmas. She actually liked it. Hey, because it was useful, dude. Needs chocolate and graham crackers. I know. I was going to ask you if you had any. Grandkids. Oh, okay. Grandkids. So, as a kid, my parents did not have a lot of money. Probably loved it. Was there a rock tumbler involved? And so, all of my gifts as a kid were always used. And usually came from, like, the flea market because it matched the decor of the room. Yeah, see? You put a lot of thought into it. Maybe it was on accident, but we're going to say you put a lot of thought into it. And so I remember, like, I don't know why this stood out to me, but my, like, favorite Christmas present I ever received as a kid. I woke up on Christmas and, like, you know, I see these kids nowadays. I even had, you know, that ex-boyfriend that had the kid. We literally had a fight because he said that spending any less than like $400 on a 6-year-old was like just outrageous. And I wanted to throw up. Sorry if this is you. I am not trying to offend you, but it does not fit my personality. So as a kid, I, you know, woke up and we were living in a trailer. And I knew that my parents couldn't afford very much at all, so really, sometimes I didn't really even think I was going to get a gift. I'm with you on that one. Yeah, it was nuts. He ended up spending like $550. And you want to know what she appreciated? The like $5 gift from Wah, because it had purpose. And so I was like, I was also bad as a kid. I like simplicity and being meaningful, not pricey. Yeah. I was also bad as a kid, so I often got threatened to have Christmas taken away. So that would also be another reason why I often thought I wasn't going to get any presents. And so if I was bad, I shouldn't have gotten any presents, but I think they probably gave me some anyways. And I woke up and I go into this little living room and wrapped in a Walmart bag, like literally a plastic Walmart bag. That was my wrapping paper. I got a Walmart bag full of naked Barbie dolls. Some of them even had all of their limbs and hair. And that was the most awesome gift I ever got. I remember that bag of naked Barbie dolls with most of their hair, and I was like so freaking excited. I felt like I literally inherited a like kingdom because I had so many Barbie dolls. I got a poem from a girl years ago, special, did it in pretty calligraphy. I like that. That would be something I would do, Tim. My favorite gift was a $6 Million Man action figure with a fake eye and something. Yeah. See, like, why do so many people think that they have to be, like, $1 million gifts? Like, I don't get it. Like, it's so much better when it means something. And because, like, I had these, because we were poor, like, I just had all these empty bookshelves, like nothing was in them. Shepherd Boy About Me and Her. Oh my gosh, that's so awesome. And so I had my little kingdom of Barbies in these, like, bookshelves. I would, like, stand them up and, like, they would walk to different shelves, and then I had a few clothes that they got to share and stuff. So that was, like, crazy how that was a gift that was important to me. My mom gave me her old Barbies. They were better than me, the old vintage her mom made. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I like, really never had, like, new ones. No, I lied. I did have the gymnastics one. When I had a birthday when I was, like, 8, I got 3 gymnastics Barbies. Apparently that was, like, all people knew me for. It is awesome. And then here is another, like, really amazing gift that I got. I feel like, I don't know if I was scoping at the time or not, but, you know, the man, he doesn't like the affection and the girly stuff and whatnot. Well, for my birthday, I'm not celebrating holidays anymore this year. However, for my birthday last year, I did want to celebrate with him, so we went to the Keys. Well, he does not celebrate, like, anything. My parents gave me their suitcase and carry around the house with my Matchbox cars. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, see, like, storage is always good. Things that are useful are always good. And so I thought that going to, like, the Keys was already going to be, like, an amazing enough celebration for my birthday with him. And I knew that he just doesn't like to celebrate anything that people kind of blow out of proportion and forget the purpose of, which is exactly why I'm pretty much not celebrating a normal holiday this year. I'm just celebrating every day instead, because every day is important. But on my birthday, his parents were cooking me dinner, and I went over there, and I didn't even really, like, think that he was all excited about that, because yet again, it's like something that he saw was just supposed to be, like, expected, but I'm very appreciative of it. I do like food. Food is a good gift for me, but yet again, I gotta have that hug at the end. And because you spend time with each other during that food, and that's why I wanted to go on a trip for my birthday, not necessarily anything else. But as, like, he was walking inside, he, like, was about to do something else, but he just, like, plops this bag off in front of me. He's like, "This is for you." And I was like, what? What? This is a gift? And it was in this, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna show you. It was in this bag. Colors look familiar. Anyone? Okay. In this bright, huge, girly bag, this manly man, like, drops this literally, like, sparkly, iridescent, like, pink/purple bag off in front of me. I should have taken a picture of him walking with it, because I will never see him with this color again. And he hates glitter and stuff, and this is, like, the anti-him. And I'm, like, already excited just from the bag. And he got me, someone helped him pick that up. I thought so, but apparently they didn't. Because I thought that too. And then I told you about my little cat. I don't have a picture of him in here, but I opened the card. Yes, after 5 years, yes. I opened the card, and this was my card. And this looks so much like my cat. It's, like, a little more fuzzy than my cat, but like he's got that same kind of face and stuff. And like he would have never picked this out if he had not thought about it. And I even asked him, I was like, did you realize that looks like Bo? And he's like, yes. And then it was like, he didn't write anything like spectacular in it, but I was like, I started crying. I was literally opening it on the couch by myself because he just left the room, and I'm like crying. And I was like, oh my gosh. This is on Arlen. This is in my love corner, my feng shuied love corner. See? Feng shuied it. And what was inside of the bag? I've been learning to fish for like over the last 2 years. Yeah. And what Arlen was talking about earlier is like I'm kind of like pushy, and so is he. And, you know, as I'm trying to learn how to like tie knots and like what the heck a fish is called, it's more like just get out of my way. Let me just do it. Like, if you're not going to already know this by now, you just don't need to be doing it. And so it's been a very rough learning process, and I learned a lot on the internet because of that reason. But what did he get me? I gotta get it. I gotta get it now. I feel like I didn't show you this, and now I have to get it. I'll be right back. Where did my shoe go? And then, while I'm getting it, try to guess how we're gonna celebrate for the 100th scope. And if you have ideas, write them on there. You're going to recognize it. You're going to know, because I use it all the time for scope. What do I use all the time for scope? Oh, thank you. He got me the pink tackle box. This is what I use to put my phone in for my scopes. Yes. He got me the pink tackle box. And, okay, yet alone it was pink. And he filled it with like hooks and beads. It smells disgusting because I've been using it. And like weights. He got me pink gulp. He got me, there was also like a jig head that was like beautiful, like pearl jig head. I don't even know where I put it right now. It's probably on my fishing pole. Cause he bought me pink worms. Technically my favorite color is purple, but I do wear a lot of pink, so it made a lot of sense. And they don't sell as many purple things. He got me like line and stuff, and like the one that I was most impressed with is he got me pink pliers. Pink pliers. What? Wasn't that amazing? Every single thing I was pulling out, like tears were falling down my face. So that is when presents are important to me, when they have a lot of thought, and that was the most thoughtful gift I feel like I've ever received. So how do you appreciate others? Now that we're to this, cool. It's cool you're sharing this. I got a Christmas card from a friend who moved to Indonesia. Yeah. It was so meaningful, and that's so cool that somebody from Indonesia gave you a card. Large fishtail to go with that box, exactly. And I had bought myself a fishing rod and fishing pole for my birthday too, so like he was already thinking about that. And so as I'm crying by myself opening this present, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, and because some of you know how I am with relationships, I even looked at his mom and I was like, did you pick this out? And she's like, I had no idea he even got something. Yeah. Dang, you had a whole box full of gifts from Indonesia? That's awesome. I was very overwhelmed. So, I want to know, like, who do you appreciate? So pick somebody that maybe you feel like you have not appreciated enough lately that could use some appreciation, because you know that everyone loves to be appreciated. And I want to know how you're going to show them appreciation now with this idea of like different ways of showing appreciation. Because there's probably a lot more, but these are like 5 very basic ones that are very common, and I think they seem like we are recognizing them. And as you pick a person and how you appreciate them, I'm going to pull up my computer, because today is scope number 100. Tomorrow I am going into work and tell someone how much I appreciate them. I think that will be amazing, and you may make somebody cry. So I hope you like criers, because especially at work, I think that a lot of people just do not feel appreciated. I didn't. Whenever I was in corporate, I probably would have stayed longer if I felt appreciated. That's why I scope, because I feel the appreciation from you, because you spend all this crazy amount of time with me. Okay, so today is the 100th scope, and I appreciate you. So we're going to have a raffle. So I want you to invite your followers. If you haven't already, invite them and share this on Twitter, because my parents, I can be pretty tough, but I will appreciate them by giving them a hug in the morning. Yay! I think that they'll like that, based on, and maybe like nice words. What do you think their main one is? So, to show my appreciation, I am having a raffle. So, if you're on the computer right now, all you have to do is go to boxedge.org/raffle. That was easy, right? Okay, and so then you'll be brought to this page. It says raffle box right at the top, so you know you're on the right page. And I know this is small print, so I'm just going to read it to you. And we're going to have a raffle. Because I have 100 scopes out now, and if I could give you a hug and fly out to you, I would. However, you will notice that all of the things that I am raffling off are very meaningful and like from me, because they're the things that I have to offer you, and I hope that you can see how they show my appreciation, and they have so much to do with like what I want to share with you. So the first ones are like really like meaningful, and I hope that you get them. A mandala coloring sheet with pencils and markers, because you know that like many times we start our scope, I didn't do it today, with like a mandala coloring sheet, and it kind of helps you get thinking. A DIY shell bracelet from my Yoga Beach adventures. Now I know I haven't been on as many Yoga Beach adventures lately with scope, because the service like is inaccessible where I go. However, if you're on my Instagram, box_edge, then you know that that's usually where I practice my yoga like the most. And I've already been collecting. There's shells in here. Okay, the bottom probably has more sand than anything, but I think you get the picture. So there's shells. So you're going to get a shell bracelet from my yoga adventures. An essential oils sample. So I don't have it pulled out in front of me, but it's like a little packet of essential oils, because most of you have been here whenever we've been making some like cool like DIY oils. I don't even know what we're going to make this week, but that's going to be on Friday, so I got to figure that out. A quote card bookmark, and it's probably going to be a little like AC Adventures-ish, if you know who that is, because you know that we read quotes almost every day, and I have books that I suggest for you all the time that I've learned from and that I hope you learn from. It seems like you might have learned a lot from that 5 Love Languages book that we just kind of recapped. And here's the main one. One person will receive a raffle to full access for my upcoming Monkey Splits Gone Bananas course. Now, the challenge on Instagram is going to be free. It's going to be 21 days. It will have like a move of every single day. Jules has got the recipes on lock. She's going to be coming up with some awesome banana recipes. And I'll be scoping each day about the move of the day. However, for those of you who are really wanting like a more intense and like not just like one thing a day type of course, then I am creating a full course that you can download. I don't even know the price yet, but one of you will win access to the course. It's going to have a full warm-up video tutorial and flow. It will have 25 plus video tutorials on the poses that increase leg strength and flexibility. It will have 3 full flows, so a full video where you can like flow those moves together to make it into like something you can do based on the 31-day course calendar. So a full calendar of like how to get your monkey splits. I'm not going to say that you could get your monkey split in 1 month, but you just repeat it until it happens. I would say realistic would be 6 months to a year to get a monkey split. If you do something this intense, it's probably going to be more like the 6 months. Fun banana recipes, like I told you, monkey mind meditations, and games and more. I don't even know what the more is, but I just know myself, and I know that I add and add and add because I just want to give and give and give. So if you want to enter the raffle, first tweet this out, and you can put raffle on it, but it has it in the title, so you really don't need. So tweet this out and share it with at least like 3 people that you think might want to win it. And then go to boxedge.org/raffle, and it has the full description. And then there's a little form you just fill out to win. And at the bottom, if you're not already subscribed to my blog post, you're more than welcome to subscribe there. It's not required to win the raffle. And it's all here. Okay? And here at the bottom does have my tip jar if you want to give any mental or monetary tips. So, who is excited? Do you like that? Is that exciting for like 100 scopes? Because I was like, oh my gosh, I already did 99. Tonight's my 100th. I totally didn't feel prepared. And then I was like, of course, I'm going to give out what I've been doing. I've been doing these things. So it only makes sense, right? Yeah, yay. Okay, so I'll bring it up for the next week or 2. No thank you for the raffle prize, but here's a suggestion. Give it to me. And you can also, if you ever have any tips, you can go to boxedge.org/tip and like submit your ideas and feedback, links, quotes, pretty much anything, but I'm listening. So I hope you're excited because I'm really excited. For the next 100, donate something for your local charity. I really like that. And actually, based on what I already do on the tip jar for any tips that I receive, it's here at the bottom. So I'll show you. I wasn't going to go over it because it wasn't as relevant. But the tip jar for any tips that I receive for any of the teachings that I do and the lessons that I do, for every $100 that is donated, I give 10% to the Sea Turtle Conservancy. So, say like, this has kind of like information on how much helps the sea turtles. I just love sea turtles, so like, I figured, why not help them, because I don't know, I'm so inspired by them. I feel like they're like my spirit animal. And so like, $25 would end up helping 48 leatherback turtle flippers tagged for research in Panama. Yeah, and you know, you've seen me with the turtle stuff all the time, right? Like, if you haven't noticed. $50 is the continuation of an anti-poaching controls in Costa Rica. And $100 would be 1 day of community outreach and education in Florida. So I have that in place. So any tips that I receive for my teachings, I mean, everything's that I'm doing right now is donation based. The Monkey Splits course won't be donation based because it's a lot of work, and that is literally my work right now, is I'm creating that. I don't work at a studio or anything like that, but so that's on there, and that won't be like the end of the line. I love the idea of, you know, local charities. The hard part is finding like really good ones that I know will actually be utilizing the funds the way that they say they are. So as I'm getting more accustomed to doing these things, I'm always looking for things closer by that I could do that with. I just don't know them off the top of my head. And this company is like, they're even linked to my, like my car tag is linked to this Sea Turtle Conservancy, because I have like the one with the aquatic stuff on it. Someone in my daughter's school donated 1 yoga class a month to her school for children. I've actually been thinking about doing that. It's on my list of a million things that I'm going to do, and that's actually on my list because definitely one part of my issues with my sadness and depression in the past would have really been helped if somebody was there to kind of like help encourage me and make me not feel like such a weirdo for just wanting to live like free and happy and not let all of the like burdens of life just overcome me. So I have that on the things to do. Right now, I'm making the course because I do want to be able to do all of those things. And in order to do that, I need to set up one way of creating a flow of money so that I can feed my body. And right now, I have a few girls that I'm teaching on a very discounted basis because I lost my studio, but it's pretty much only paying off old credit cards that I had from having a studio. So pretty much I'm living with my mom and she can't really afford to house me the rest of my life. So that's why I'm doing that. And I feel like anytime that you ask me for things, I will create them so that it helps you help me. Thanks for the scope tonight. I'll watch. Yeah. Those, the like scope ones, you know, can be really quick, but the ones on this course, I'm literally taking like full 15-20 minutes for like every pose and like giving you so many details of everything that I've learned over the 25 years that I've been actively doing monkey splits. So that's why I chose monkey splits. There are some things I'm always learning in yoga, so I'm not going to teach you something that I just figured out because I probably would tell you the wrong thing. So yeah, so that's the raffle. I hope that I see all of you entered into the raffle. And by the way, like if you do not necessarily want to win a monkey splits course, for example, and you win it, you can give it to somebody that will appreciate it. And that, I think, is an awesome way of showing your appreciation to someone. I may even be giving away some pants that I won recently to show my appreciation to you. I'm just kind of like waiting to get it cleared by the company. So, and oh, I almost forgot. If you happen to have, this is one thing I did want to do. That was kind of like the whole community aspect. For the challenge, for the Instagram challenge, I don't really want to hit up a bunch of companies that are just creating more garbage for the world to dispose of in like 0.75 years. So instead, like I am trying to find organic clothes options, maybe to sponsor the Instagram challenge or organic and like natural, like eco-friendly options. However, you know that there is a lot less of them and a lot more of the garbage ones. So another idea that I did have, if you have yoga clothes or yoga related anything that you no longer want, but you don't want to throw it away and you don't want to donate it to know that it might just sit in some like bin for like the rest of eternity, and you want to send it to have it part of the Instagram challenge so that somebody who's just starting to do like challenges and would love to win something that we can give them, then I am open for that. My address is on the boxedge.org/tip page. If you want to send it, I will set that up so that they will be involved in the prizes. In the documentary Cowspiracy, Richard the huge charities. I think I saw the end and I know exactly what you're talking about. And so that's why I'm very cautious about which ones I do. But does that make sense? How like you may have things that you just no longer need, and you could actually be like a yogi sponsor. Like I don't want to just keep saying like, okay, companies like keep making a bunch of garbage so that we can give a bunch of free crap, and then 6 months later we'll give out more free crap, and then somehow all these clothes end up in like a dumpster, you know? So I don't want to do that. I want to like recycle it. And I have some that I'm going to actually be putting in there. So I have like, oh, do you want to see one of them that I'm actually putting in there? I can show you if you're interested. It'll be part of the prizes for the challenge, the 21-day challenge. Do you need to go to sleep? Okay, I'll get it really quick. Da 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 da! They're zebra yoga pants, capris. So these are gonna go in the prize list. They're Sweet Sport brand. They're super stretchy, so that's another reason, because they're like almost anybody could fit this. And so I don't have as much of a purpose for them anymore. And I want them to go to somebody that would appreciate it. And if you're doing a challenge, I know that you're going to appreciate winning something. Totally off topic, but I see a cow, LMAO, I think, on your board. Yes. Everyone keeps asking about that. That's so funny. It's my Cowspiration Chick-fil-A calendar. They if you get the calendar, then you get like one free thing from Chick-fil-A every night. I actually went and got free grilled chicken nuggets from Chick-fil-A tonight. So it's something that my boyfriend's mom and I do. So we meet at Chick-fil-A at least once or twice a month. By the way, I love the cow post you posted the other day on Instagram. I showed her that tonight. Yeah. I thought it was so funny because that was the same day that the horse like did yoga with me and let me like really like get close up to it and stuff. And then I turned around and all these calves are like staring at me, and I was like, I'm just gonna do a cow face pose because this is too perfect. They're just like, what is this girl doing in our pasture? This is our turf. All right. Well, any questions about the raffle or the course? By the way, the course will and the challenge I've decided will be March. So March 1st. So that I know that I can get everything like really good to go before doing it. And that way you have plenty of heads up and everything. Plank on top of a horse? That, yeah, I guess like there's a trick riders. So that makes sense. So the raffle will be on February 1st. And the course and challenge and crow pose. Dang, yeah. And the course and challenge will be March 1st. So get excited. Share with anyone. I'll put an Instagram post up about this raffle tonight or tomorrow, whenever it gets done. So that way, if you want to reshare with it, anytime that you share this on like Twitter from here, or if you share the picture that I'll post later, then you'll get an extra name into the raffle. The challenge is going to begin March 1st. It was just too soon for February, and it was going to be too chaotic. I want to make sure everyone is going to be like super like focused and able to dedicate all of their time like accordingly so that you don't get left hanging. And the winners of the raffle, February 1st, I'll announce. So you can get a entry to the raffle on boxedge.org/raffle. You can also, exactly, in time to tell people about it. Then this will help. This will help them learn about it too. So try to share it with anyone that you think may be interested in the course too. So February 1st raffle, March 1st course and challenge. You can literally do the course. Say if you buy the course, you'll be able to take pictures / video for the challenge at the same time, if that makes sense. It's just the challenge will be much more basic because it's like so much stuff will be in the course. It's just going to be way too much information to spread out. But there's still going to be like fun games. So don't think that it's not going to be like, don't think it's going to be like an easy challenge, because it's ridiculous. Jules doesn't even know some of the ridiculousness, but she's got the banana stuff ready to go. Well, good night. I love you all. Thank you for being here for 100 scopes. That's so many. Oh my gosh, especially knowing how long my scopes are. That's like probably, if almost all my scopes are like 60 minutes or so, and there's 100, that's like 6,000 minutes. Ah! You're welcome. Namaste. Love you. Bye. Boxedge.org